This is the Dzogchen Sunday Lama Jigme Gyatso of the Buddha Joy Meditation School. For multiple decades, I've spent about 8 hours a day, almost every day, studying, practicing, mastering, and reverse engineering the teachings and techniques of each school of meditation so that you would not have to. It is Rey Skywalker early Sunday morning. Come, let us meditate like a Jedi. Welcome to Green Tada's Easy Tantra, which is kind of a tongue twister, isn't it? So there's a typo I'm going to address right quick. Please bear with me. Let's see. Un momento, if you please. Well, that's odd, isn't it? Okay. Let's see. Well, I guess not. So let's go back over here. And let's go back over here. And let's hit delete. And insert, pictures, device. And we're looking for... Here we go. All right, that should do it. So we're going to begin with Mahayoga's union of wisdom and letting go, which is known by many names, including Tokal's leap over pride's obstruction to omniscience. We're going to chant now. If you have joined me on the clock app, I invite you to join me on the Tube app simulcast. If you can see my text on the screen, then you know you're already on the Tube app. Here we go. As we relax into our exhalation, all circumstances or lots could look as impermanent and interdependent, as if they could blissfully melt into rainbow light that could delightfully absorb into this body or form. The 6-syllable synopsis reads, into form, all lots melt. There's nothing we need to believe. There's nothing we need to visualize. There's nothing we need to understand. If we silently and mentally recite this phrase in harmony with our breathing, that is enough. That is the essence of passive contemplation. We shift gears. As we relax into our exhalation, all bodies or forms we could... Take two. All bodies or forms could feel as impermanent and interdependent, as if they could blissfully melt into rainbow light that could delightfully absorb into this interdependence or speech. Into speech, all forms melt. As we relax into our exhalation, all the interpersonal speech could... All the interpersonal speech could sound as impermanent and interdependent, as if they could blissfully melt into rainbow light, that could delightfully absorb into this mind. Into mind all speech melts. As we relax into our exhalation, all minds could seem as impermanent and interdependent, as if they could blissfully melt into rainbow light, that could delightfully absorb into this vast empty void. What do we mean by a vast empty void? Simple. As we relax into our exhalation, whatever we noticed during our previous inhalation could fleetingly feel, at least a little bit, less stressful, less permanent, less defining, and even as non-graspable as a vast empty void. When I was in 4th grade, I had the very good fortune to be taught that a simile is only as effective as it is relatable. Therefore, we have to ask the question, what? What is a real-world example of a vast empty void? How about the illusion of the infinite azure sky on a bright and beautiful cloudless morn, which although could look tantalizing to the eye, could feel non-graspable to the hand? The 6-syllable synopsis of all this is as follows. Into void all minds melt. We come now to Hatha Yoga's union of awareness and letting go, which is known by many names, including Sutra Mahamudra, one moment if you please. So, Hatha Yoga's union of awareness and letting go is also known as trek shows slice through dread and desires obscuring emotions. As a preliminary practice, it could be useful for us to gently invite our real or imagined subtle energies to coalesce at the crown of our head. The easiest way to do that is for us to play with the verb watching. So, what is the key to the union of awareness and letting go? It is remarkably easy. It is a 3-step process. As we inhale, we silently and mentally recite passively watching. As we exhale, we physically relax as best we can while chanting the 10-syllable mantra 3 times per breath. Let us count our first 4 breaths upon our right hand, advancing our thumb every time we chant the syllable Om. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sowa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sowa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sowa. Breathe in. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sowa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sowa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sowa. Breathe in. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sowa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sowa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sowa. Breathe in. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sowa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sowa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sowa. So, gathering 12 repetitions over the span of 4 breaths takes approximately 1 minute. So, to practice for an additional 12 minutes, I recommend counting multiple 12 sets of 12 mantras each. So just we count the mantras on our right hand. On our left hand, count the sets, beginning by touching the tip of our left thumb to the lower set of crease on our left little finger for our first set of 12 mantras. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sowa. 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 And then we advance our left thumb to the next set of creases. And now I think you get the basic idea. So let us rest, each rest upon its corresponding knee. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sowa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sowa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sowa. Let's see. So Ra Chez, thank you for the love. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sowa. So by the way, I'm using visual aids. And if you'd like access to them, simply join me on the TubeApp simulcast. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sowa. 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 Bit of the old climate control. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sowa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sowa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Sowa. Om Dhani 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 Suwa. 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 Om Dhani 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 Om Dani Nani Nuriswa, 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 Om Dani Nani Nuriswa. Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suwa, Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suwa, Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suwa. Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suwa, Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suwa, Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suwa. Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suwa, 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 Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suwa. Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suwa, 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 Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suwa. Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suwa, 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 Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suwa. Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suwa, 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 Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suwa. Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suwa, 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 Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suwa. Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suwa, 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 Om Dhani Dhani Dhuri Suwa. One moment while I add a image. Please bear with me. All right, here we go. We switch gears now to Anu-Yoga's union of bliss and letting go, which is also known as Tikle's channels, winds, and drops. The key to this is to gently invite our real or imagined subtle energies to coalesce in our chest. We do this by skillfully playing with the verb feeling. So this is very much like the last exercise. The only difference is we swapped out one verb for another. So if you've come in late, welcome aboard. This is super easy. There's a myth that for something to be powerful, it has to be difficult. But remember, in the penultimate passage of the Satipatthana Sutta, the Buddha explained that his path could be mastered in as little as 7 days. That infers an easy and effective a path that is as easy as it is potent. So as we inhale, we silently and mentally recite the sentence, passively feeling. It's simply an intention. It's not an affirmation. We don't have to believe anything. We're not forcing anything. We're just gently playing with an intention. As we exhale, we physically relax as best we can while chanting the 10-syllable mantra 3 times per breath. So let's count our mantras and breaths on our right hand, advancing our right thumb every time we chant the syllable Om. Together. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Suwa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Suwa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Suwa. Breathe in. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Suwa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Suwa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Suwa. Breathe in. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Suwa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Suwa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Suwa. Breathe in. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Suwa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Suwa. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Suwa. Thusly counting 12 mantras on our right hand. It takes approximately a minute. So mathematically, it makes sense that if we want to perform this exercise for an additional 12 minutes, on our left hand, we should count sets of 12 mantras each. So let us rest the tip of our left thumb upon the lower set of creases of our left little finger. And now let's rest both our hands, both our wrists, upon the respective knees. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Suwa. 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 And let's advance our left thumb. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Suwa. 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 The very act, whether this is verbal or whether this is silent, the very act of passively feeling as we breathe in and relaxing as we breathe out, that is the essence of meditation. Om Tare Du Dare Du Re Suwa. 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 Om Dari Du Dari Du Re Su Wa. 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 Om Dare Du Dare Du Re So 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 Wa. And now we shift gears. We shift gears to Mahayoga's union of love and letting go, also known as Tantra Mahamudra, or I got ahead of myself. We turn now to Mahayoga's union of love and letting go, where we bring our neurotic needs and desires into the peaceful path of manifesting mental, interpersonal, physical, and circumstantial happiness for all beings everywhere. This is also known as Tantra Mahamudra, or Tokal's leap over jealousy's obstructions to omniscience, which is quite the mouthful. Since we're already wired for empathy thanks to our anterior cingulate gyrus and cooperation thanks to our oxytocin-oriented reward system, let's practice mental wishing love. May each being's experience of the mental known be as peacefully wise as the mind of an octypical Buddha symbolized by a bija syllable. As we breathe in, we silently and mentally recite the 6-syllable loving wish, bija wise for all minds. As we exhale, we physically relax as best we can while chanting the 10-syllable mantra 3 times per breath, for a total of 4 breaths. Now, it's very important that we don't make the mistake of following the advice of patriarchy. Patriarchy likes things to be rigid and elitist and difficult. And they will tell you that you must actively visualize all of this happening. However, the Buddha's path is as quick as it is efficient. And we're not just practicing love and letting go. Therefore, by passively reciting the 6-syllable wish as we breathe in, that's love. And as we relax into the mantra, that's letting go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Om Tare Dare Dure Suwa, Om Tare Dare Dure Suwa, Om Tare Dare Dure Suwa. Now you might say, dude. Yes, you might actually stop and say, dude. There are so many wishes, there are so many needs, there are so many desires. Why do we only deal with 4 generic needs? Because the Buddha found that all that we could notice, all that we could see, hear, feel, taste, smell, and the like, all that we could emote, intend, reason, recall, and imagine, fits into 4 categories: the circumstantial, the physical, the interpersonal, and the mental. Om Dare Dare Dure Suwa, 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 Om Dare Dare Dure Suwa. We turn now to interpersonal wishing love. May each being's experience of the interpersonal be as joyfully loving as the speech of an octypical Buddha symbolized by a mantra. Mantra love for all speech. Om Dare Dare Dure Suwa, 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 Let us switch gear to physical wishing love. May each being's experience of the physical now be as healthy as a form of anarch-typical Buddhism symbolized by a yidam. Yidam health for all forms. Now, if through the power of love we instantly change the world into a paradise, so well, cool. But if all we do is exercise our neural pathways that support both empathy and cooperation, that in itself is a victory. Especially in these days of late-stage capitalism, where kindness and cooperation are considered failings, and cruelty and competition are the order of the day. Om Tare Nuri Nuri Suwa, 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 Om Dhari Dhari Dhuri Suwa, Om Dhari Dhari Dhuri Suwa, Om Dhari Dhari Dhuri Suwa. We conclude now with circumstantial wishing love. May each being's experience of the circumstantial now be as fortunate as the lot of an archetypical Buddha symbolized by a paradise pure land or Vati. So, we wish this for all beings everywhere, suffering from classism, sexism, racism, homophobia, transphobia. This concludes everybody enduring the tragedy of genocide. The six-syllable loving wish reads, Vati boon for all lots. Om Tare Nuri Nuri Suwa, 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 Om Dhari Dhari Dhuri 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 Suwa. Having sat for the better part of an hour, we might find it refreshing to knock out some spiritual squat thrusts after performing our chants of bodhicitta and refuge. In our compassion may we long to free all beings from the toxic tyranny of dread, desire, and delusion, metaphorically known as the three mental poisons. In our pragmatism may our liberation of all lovers be fueled by our mastery of the three wish-fulfilling jewels of following the Buddha's example, applying his instructions and cooperating with his students. The synopsis of that which we just chanted is as follows. May we free all through the three jewels. So if you'd like to follow along with me, which is completely optional, you're welcome to. I'm going to take a moment to swing the camera around. Let's see here. Whoa! Here we go. May we free all through the three jewels. May we free all through the three jewels. May we free all through the three jewels. Oof. You have taken your first step into a much larger world. If you feel that I have earned it, you could give this live stream a thumbs up. You could even help support this channel. For Meditate Like a Jedi is made possible thanks to the generosity of viewers just like you. In approximately 10 hours, I would very much like to return to lead today's dusk practice of Meditate Like a Jedi. And if you are as geeky as me, may the Force be with you always.